Welcome to Bitesize Piano. In this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to play this piano accompaniment Thank You by Dido, which of course was also sampled as Eminem's Stan. There is some piano in the actual song, which becomes more obvious in like the last choruses, but I'm going to just keep all the choruses played in the same way, just to keep it a bit more of a teachable and easier tutorial. I've left the full chords and lyrics linked in the description. I'll just sing as a bit of a reference point. So let's dive in. This one starts off in the key of G sharp minor. So on the screen now are all the notes to the scale of G sharp minor. And then from the chorus to the end it changes to the relative major of B major, so it's the same notes, just centered around B instead of G sharp, so it has all the black keys in there. Here is middle C as a reference point. And I'll teach both hands at the same time, so left hand is blue and right hand is orange on the top screen there. So look at the intro first, I'll just play it to begin with. This is the piano part of the intro, so we have G sharp, D sharp in the left hand. So the first chord is based around G sharp minor, and the right hand we're going to play G sharp, B, D sharp, and then the left hand's going to play a quick D sharp to E, and then the right hand follows with G sharp and then E. So do that again. Play it really slowly. And you do this 8 times for the intro. Yeah, so you do it 8 times, I did it 4 times there. And then we're into the verse. I'll just play it first, just with no vocals. We have G sharp minor, same way we played it for the intro, obviously just going to play it as chords now, so we're going to hold the left hand down and play the right hand chord twice. So you have G sharp and D sharp in the left hand, and then root position of G sharp minor in the right hand, G sharp, B and D sharp, so 1, 2. And the next chord is E major 7, so all we're going to do, the right hand's going to play the exact same thing again, but the left hand is going to move to E and B. And then we have F sharp major root position, so in the left hand F sharp and C sharp, in the right hand that's F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, 1, 2, and then we have just once we have B major, so B in the left hand, in the right hand we're going to play second inversion, so that's F sharp, B, D sharp, just play that once. And then we play D sharp minor over A sharp. So all that means from here is that we're going to change the B's to A sharps. Just once as well. So we have B, D sharp minor over A sharp. And then we repeat that chord progression 3 times for this first verse. So I'll go through it again. G sharp minor, E major 7, F sharp major, B major, D sharp minor over A sharp, and then repeat. And the third time. And then, for the last little bit of the first verse, we just play G sharp minor to E major 7 twice. So right hand just stays where it is. So if I just demonstrate this first verse. My tea has gone cold, I'm wondering why. Get out of bed at all. The morning clouds break up my window, and I can see it all. And even if I could, it'll all be great. But your picture on my wall, it reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. And then we're gonna play a little interlude, which is just the same as the intro, but we only play it twice. And then we're into the second verse, which we're gonna play exactly the same as the first verse. So I'm just gonna continue. I drank too much last night, got bills to pay. My head just feels in pain. I miss the bus and there'll be hell today. I'm late for work again, and even if I'm there, they'll all imply that I might not last the day. And then you call me, and it's not so bad. It's not so bad. That's the end of it being in G sharp minor, and then from here on it's almost the same chord progression all the way to the end, to be honest. And then we go into the chorus, so it changes to B major, so the song lifts because now we're in a major key. So I was going to play it from the intro all the way to the end of the second verse. My tea has gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed and all. The morning clouds wake up my window, and I can see it all. And even if I could, it'll all be great. Put your picture on my wall. It reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I drank too much last night, got bills to pay. My head just feels in pain. I miss the bus and there'll be hell today. I'm late for work again, and even if I'm there, they'll all imply that I might not last the day. And then you call me, and it's not so bad. It's not so bad. No. So now we're into the chorus. So we have similar-ish chords. So again, as I said, it's almost the same chord progression all the way to the end. So we have B major. I'm going to play it here. You could play it there if you wanted to, if you want it to start sounding brighter as the chorus brightens up. I'm going to stick to playing it here, so there's less movement. So B in the left hand, then F sharp, B, and D sharp. So the same way we play it in the verse. So we're going to play that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then on the 4th time, we're going to play D sharp. So that's B over D sharp. It's like a passing chord. And then we play E major 7. So if you can, so E in the left hand, and then E, G sharp, B, and D sharp in the right hand. If you can't stretch that, take this E away. So again, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then on the 4th time, we're going to play E over F sharp, another passing chord. So E, G sharp, and B in the right hand, but with F sharp in the left hand. So if I go from that start of the chorus again, so from the B major, 2, 3, D sharp, E major 7. Sharp, and then we almost do all of that again. There's 1 note difference, so B major, 1, 2, 3, and then here we're going to add the A to it. So instead of it being B over D sharp, it's B7 over D sharp. You don't, if you just wanted to keep it the same, you don't have to add the A. So we're just adding the A into the F sharp, B and D sharp. The A is the seventh, the dominant seventh note. And then we carry on, E major, 7. And then we repeat the first bit again, so B major. And then to end it, we have D sharp minor 7. So D sharp in the left hand, and in the right hand you can play D sharp, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. But if you can't stretch that, you can just play those 3 notes, F sharp, A sharp and C sharp. You're going to play that 4 times. And then we're going to hold C sharp minor down. So C sharp in the left hand, sorry, C sharp minor 7, so C sharp, E, G sharp and B. Again, if you don't want to play the full 4 notes, you can just take the C sharp out and just play E, G sharp and B. So that's the chorus, and also basically the rest of the song. So if I just demonstrate this chorus then. And I want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. And just to be with you is having the best day of my life. And then there's this little post-chorus. So those chords are on the screen. There's nothing new, so I'm just going to carry on. And then the third verse is exactly the same as what we just played, the post-chorus, exactly the same. So I'm just going to continue. Push the door, I'm home at last, and I'm soaking through and through. And then you handed me a towel, and all I see is you. And even if my house falls down now, I wouldn't have a clue, because you're near me. And then we're into the chorus 2 more times. We're just going to play the same as the previous chorus. And I want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. Just to be with you is having the best day of my life. And I want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. Just to be with you is having the best day of my life. And then it just ends on that C sharp minor chord. That's the end of this video. If you have a request, please leave them in the comment section of this video. Also remember to like and subscribe. I've left some videos here you might like, so go and check those out. I also have a course, so if you would like to learn how to read music from scratch, go visit Bitesize Piano Course.co.uk. You can enroll and start learning. I'll see you in the next video.